Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. As we do some research, we are going to be talking about SummerSlam 1994 right here.
Puppies.
Look at the puppies. Right here on Part 2, Episode 61. Ladies and gentlemen, the date was August the 29th, 1994.
Where were you in 1994?
Exactly. The tagline, it's so hot, it's scary. The attendance was exactly... That's a little unbelievable.
Exactly, I know.
23,000 people.
Not a person more.
Not a person more. Not even one.
Not even one.
And the venue was the United Center. Our dark match was Adam Bomb. I do see that. That is Raw. But look at the other NXT peoples.
Check out NXT peoples.
See if they're all like that.
These guys almost like here, so.
Because he...
Shot AJ Lee. Wow.
Isn't that weird? Strange, guys. The first little dark match was Adam Bomb defeating Kwang.
And you should know who Kwang is. Savio Vega.
Savio Vega with a mask on, apparently.
Yes.
And in the first official match for the pay-per-view, Irwin R, Schyster, and Bam Bam Bigelow with Ted DiBiase, the Million Dollar Corporation. We talked about them Part 4. It was the last week?
Yes, we did. The Million Dollar Corporation, yes.
Defeated the Headshrinkers, Fatu, Rikishi, and Samu with...
NXT. Okay.
It does. Okay, so it's just him because he signed a new contract.
That's right.
With Afa and Lou Albano by DQ 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, starting off a tag match and making a DQ is not good. Not a good start. Not a good start.
Not a good start.
After you get Adam Bomb and Kwang, you know, like, okay.
Kwang, something.
And the match number 2 is huge. 8 minutes and 10 seconds for a woman's title match.
That was a long time for a woman match.
The champion Alundra Blayze, Medusa, defeated Bull Nakano.
Sure, why not?
With Luna Vachon. Like I said, 8 minutes, 10 seconds. That's very long for a woman's match.
It is. And in the third match, Razor Ramon with Walter Payton.
Yep, football player.
Okay, football player. See, I don't even know who that is. I'm so sorry. I've heard the name.
He was a football player for Chicago, so I take it United Center is in Chicago.
Sure, why not? And he defeated Diesel with Shawn Michaels for the WWF Intercontinental Championship. 15 minutes and 3 seconds. So exactly at 15 minutes, they dropped down for the 3 count.
Yeah, they had to.
Boom.
Make a 3. 1501, 1502, 1503. Ring the bell.
Exactly.
In the fourth match, Tatanka.
That's probably putting people to sleep right here.
Defeated Lex Luger in 6 minutes and 2 seconds, which means they started at 5:59. 1.
You're so smart. Number 5, Jeff Jarrett.
I'm not doing no more.
Thank you. Jeff Jarrett defeated Big Mabel.
Woo!
With Asuka. He's like, we got a minute on the mission. Where was Mo at? It's my buddy. Where was Mo?
That's why Jeff Jarrett won, because Mo wasn't around.
Exactly. Mo got to help him out. 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Don't count it. Don't count it.
I'm not counting it. In the sixth match, and the longest match of the evening, at a big 32 minutes and 22 seconds. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 32 minutes and 22 seconds. It was in a steel cage, and it was for the WWF Championship as champion Bret the Hitman Hart defeated his brother Owen Hart. And that had to be a wrestling clinic, and it was brother versus brother.
In the final match, they only had 7 matches.
Yeah,
probably because of that long 32-minute. The Undertaker with Paul Bearer defeated.
A few backstage talks.
That's true. The Undertaker with Paul Bearer defeated. The Undertaker with Ted DiBiase. Yes, he defeated himself. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Lee, the Underfaker,
yes,
as I like to call it. 8 minutes and 57 seconds. What a match.
It was a match.
What a match.
And
that's why it was so hot it was scary.
Yes, that's why it was so hot, and that's why it was scary, because Undertaker versus Undertaker. And they did, and it run a long while.
It did.
Because Ted DiBiase claimed he had the Undertaker on it. Paul Bearer couldn't find the Undertaker. How do you know?
Yeah.
But 7 matches. Shows how much stroke Undertaker had to be in the main event.
That's
No
true.
titles on the line.
No titles on the line.
It was just Undertaker versus Undertaker.
And barely even more than the women's match.
Barely even more than
Only
women's.
857.
That's pretty bad.
That's crazy. But then next week is SummerSlam 1995.
Still going in order, folks.
The tagline, face the heat.
We are going to face the
It's going to be
heat.
so hot your eyes can't look in the sun.
And in the main event,
Main event, we asked where this guy was at. No,
it's for the WWF Championship as Diesel.
Burr, burr.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Battles King Mabel with Surma.
Servo. That's my buddy. I know him.
King Mabel, wow.
That's a good guy. Good guy.
So
For the WWF Championship.
A lot of things happened in between
Yes,
94,
because the
95.
main event was Undertaker in 94, and Diesel was losing the Intercontinental Championship to Razor Ramon.
And Mabel
was losing to Jeff Jarrett, and Sir Mo wasn't even around for that.
So Mabel lost to Jarrett between SummerSlam and SummerSlam. He became a king, and he got a shot at the championship. And Diesel picked up the title, which he did shortly after, taking it from Bob Backlund.
In 8 seconds.
After Bob took it from Bret Hart.
Crossways chicken.
With the help of Owen and their mama, she threw in the towel.
Oh, isn't that
Poor
sad?
Bret.
Oh,
It is sad. Well, that's it for part 2, the SummerSlam 1994.
Part 3 is going to be good.
So hot it's scary.
It's so hot it's scary. Then, of course, next week you got to face that heat.
You gotta face the heat. And then you get to a time where there'll be nothing.
So there'll be no taglines.
There'll be no
Just be
taglines.
SummerSlam.
Just be SummerSlam. You're like, what happened?
Well, for years, it's the biggest party of the summer.
Yes, they've hooked on that.
They were hooked on that, and they may still be hooked on that.
But up next, we're going to have 2 huge countdowns for you. We're going to do the 12 worst WCW champions
And there
ever.
was quite a few. These are only just the 12.
And we're going to go from worst to best 1999 pay-per-views. We're going to tell you what's good about them. We're going to tell you what's bad about them. And also with the champions, we're going to tell you what's bad about them. And all that in countdowns in part 3.
Exactly. 2 big countdowns.
Oh, they're huge.
Just for you people, because you know you love countdowns.
Yes. They love it. They love it. She loves it.
She loves it.
IndyCat loves it.
Loves it.
This.
Exactly. Everybody loves it. We love
Austin Brock, you catch that?
it. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I stay neutral.
You stay neutral today. You're always neutral.
I try. You know, we're just broadcast journalists here.
That's right. We show no favoritism to any one group.
Never.
So,
Never. Where's your TNA shirt?
I don't know. What? Do they sell shirts? I mean, they sell shirts. Of course they sell shirts.
Of course they
For
do.
$9.99. Oh, that's the network.
That's the network. Never mind.
Never mind. Okay, folks. So that's it for part 2 of Top Rope Reality here on the YouTube. We'll be right back in a few clicks.
Not a flu.
Not a flu. A few clicks for part 3 countdowns, which everybody loves. So click your mouse and come on back to part 3. That's all awesome.
A little bit. A little awesome. Tell them to grab their mouse and do what they need to do with their
I
mouse.
told nobody to grab a mouse. Just move it over and click a little bit. You ain't gotta
What if they're
come
using their phone, there's no mouse.
around. Okay, well, move your
Then they'll
finger.
be lost. They'll be lost. They won't know what to do.
Take your finger on your phone, move it around, click.
I don't want to know what you're doing with your phone.
Not me. Them.
Them.
Just guessing. We don't know if it's them or not.
It may not be them.
No. But it is wrestling community, and we know what they say about wrestling community people, so.
That's true. They like comic books too.
Yeah.
You know what they say about them.
It's a whole lot worse